I think, and people who make things left first, right.
All right, what's up, gang? So we're back for another episode of Z Speaks. We are reacting to the Whatever podcast. It's Andrew Wilson and Brian Atlas versus Erudite.
Are doing harm to society.
Well, really quick on that note, so I think this all would be, I think we can just blame feminism entirely. As far
They
as
went
this,
too far.
well, I think there's a reactionary component where you basically had feminists on the offensive. You had feminists who were belligerent. You had feminists who were the aggressors with their narratives, with their attacks on men, with their attacks on all kinds of systems, their attacks on the family. You know, even you might say, well, that's what is it, stage 3? What are the different?
The third
wave. The waves, yeah. No, feminism from its inception was anti-family. You can go back into the 1800s, early 1900s, and find anti-natalist, anti-family perspectives in feminist dogma and
I kind of disagree with that on the first wave.
Right, but so feminism has always been antagonistic towards men. And so if you start poking at somebody, they're going to poke back. They're going to examine.
I get it. One extreme causes one extreme.
Well, yeah, but so this idea that the blame would be on me, if somebody is attacking me, I'm going to attack back. And so I didn't, I guess I just don't understand this criticism of people who have like a sort of reactionary response to feminism when feminism is extremely belligerent. It has it holds all the cards. It holds all the power. If you go to a university, and you would agree, universities, their systems, they have their institutions, massive power. They have massive $1 billion, perhaps in total $1 trillion endowments at all these institutions. Massive influence. There's not manosphere classes being taught. There's not red pill classes being taught. There's not men's rights advocacy being taught in universities. It's all feminism. It's all women's studies, gender studies, feminist studies classes. My message.
Most people don't even take.
Low key, if you even bring that shit up, you're busted. You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
Take those classes.
How
true.
It matter in every
it's not
single,
like it's mandatory.
It extends beyond just the classes.
Check. All right. Just make sure everything's good.
The administration, it's all steeped in feminist ideology. Corporations, the media, the news, it's all steeped in feminist ideology. And so it's interesting to me that you point to me in my podcast and perhaps a few other podcasters who have anti-feminist viewpoints, and you want to say that it's literally David and Goliath. My message is I'm David. Feminism is the Goliath that I'm going up against. I don't have influence. I don't have power. But these feminists, they hold all the cards. They hold everything.
I get where you're coming from, but one extreme causes a different extreme. Feminists went too far, and then
anti-feminism is not extremism. It's counter-extremism. Well, hold on. Let me phrase that better. It's counter to extremism.
Well, I'd say, the first waves of feminism.
Oh, even bad. Bad back then, too.
Well, so back in from my research, in the 50s, there was more drug use. 30 to 50% of men were we're committing adultery. It was more common.
50% of men were.
It said 33 to 50% of men were cheating.
In the 1950s?
Yeah, and then women was, I think, 20%. The numbers have gone way more down.
I don't know where. Okay.
Why are you laughing? And then
because those are fake.
They're not. Dude, everything's fake.
Here, I'll tell you what. Take a second.
Okay.
Pull those numbers up and tell me where they're sourced. I know you don't know. That's why I'm asking you to do it.
I am.
I think feminism is a cancer on society, and I'm the antidote.
Yeah,
and Andrew's the antidote.
I think a middle ground is probably the antidote.
Brian by
like,
himself.
Hey, you went too far. Let's not try to
The
take away
antidote
your
to
right to
feminism.
vote or anything. Let's all chill out here.
I mean, even foundational feminist authors are like insanely misandrist. They're anti-male.
true.
They're
Yeah, that's not cool.
anti-family. No,
True.
no, but it's not just like if the core people of that movement are. Like, you can pull up quotes. Actually, Jake Rattlesnake released this really interesting video recently, where he's like pulled
badass
these
name.
quotes from all the like Sally Miller Gearhart, all these like foundational feminists. And if you take a feminist class, you're gonna hear from them, you're gonna read their books, you're gonna read their literature.
All from occult feminism, by the way.
They are. They're anti-male, they're man-haters, they're misandrist, and this is like
That's
core
fucked up.
to feminism.
I mean, yeah, I don't call myself a feminist. Like I said when I came on the show before, I was fighting against everyone speaking to each other that way. I think their extreme caused this extreme, and all I'm saying is nobody should be extreme, basically. That isn't going to solve anything. We should find some sort of solutions, like telling people it's not right to hate men, telling people it's not right to hate women.
Well,
like,
but the difference between me and a feminist is they would justify their contempt or hatred for men. I don't even categorize myself as a misogynist. I think
don't
women
think
are
you
great.
are. I don't think you
women
are.
are great, but you'll find a lot of feminists, they love to justify their contempt and hatred for men. And that's a difference.
that's gross.
I can do male advocacy without tearing down women. However, feminists have a very difficult time doing female or women's advocacy without trying to tear down men, and that's the difference.
That's
I
pretty
think
true.
Where it kind of blurs the lines for me is because there's like no dumb young men giving their viewpoints too. So not only does it frame just the left as dumbasses, but it also women.
Wait, hold on. You've had the entire media apparatus for the past 30, 40 years. If you look at sitcoms, you look at the media, you look at commercials, they paint men as these sort of oafs. The father figures, this sort Homer Simpson. You look at Friends, you look at sitcoms. You don't have really good representations of a more traditional masculinity in mass media. You look at Homer; they're just oafs. They paint men as oafs. So this idea
That's
that
very true.
Brian,
Homer Simpson.
you're painting women in these ways. By the way, I'm giving women a microphone to open their mouths. I'm not making women look stupid.
I mean,
if women
they
come
are.
on the show,
But everyone's a freaking
wait,
idiot.
you're saying the women are stupid? Well,
A lot of them
that's
are.
very sexist.
But
of
I
you.
think I
Most
think a lot
people
of
are
dudes
stupid.
are equally as stupid. That's my whole point.
I agree
Is
with that.
have some of the dumbasses on too. Like, are there Trump supporters in that same age group? That would be awesome. That would be so cool.
Just give us the
because you're only.
Why don't you start a show and only invite men on?
I would invite some of.
And there's
the
women
girls.
who do that anyways. There's women who do that same thing.
Yeah, I mean that's y'all do make a lot of good points and things, but I think, I think
Okay.
you should be able to see both sides of the dumbass dudes who are also being idiots.
Yeah, sure. there's
It's
stupid
equal.
men. There's stupid men out there.
It's really an issue with our educational system more than left.
You know, it's
or
actually
right. Like,
interesting. This
everybody
is something that I
is dumb.
learned. It's not equal. A lot of people don't know this, but all the extremes are in men. Like all of the most violent and the least violent are all men. All of the most intelligent and the stupidest human beings are all men. For whatever reason, like the bell curve of distribution of characteristics between men and women is just different. Like women tend to have more of an average in those characteristics, and they tend to be in a certain range, whereas men have like way more of a spectrum. So like that's why all the most violent people are men, statistically speaking. It's interesting.
Like that's a problem we should solve.
It's a
I
bit
don't know. I feel
vague,
like
but-
real quick, one more thought on that. I feel like people like they don't want to just account honestly for the pros and the cons of the different genders. And the reality is like, yes, men are superior physically and probably intellectually overall, but that doesn't mean we're not also stupider overall. Does that make sense? It's like there's definitely pros and cons to both. And the extreme takes place over the entire spectrum of data. A lot of people don't know that.
You wrote that Andrew's been talking about all the shit and, of course, has grotesque views. Y'all only want to debate dumbasses. So, what are Andrew's grotesque views? Or did we already get into that?
I think we pretty much already did. It's just really the shit he says about periods and.
Who should I debate?
I mean, I know
James, she wants you to.
Yeah, I know that guy, but who else? Who should I debate?
I know you debate people of all types, but
Should I debate everybody?
hey, maybe do a Charlie Kirk thing like situation.
Don't I do that? Don't I debate basically all sorts of people from all walks of life at all
Can
times?
you remind me what the question was? Because I had a point.
That's my question. My
Well,
question.
I was going to answer his question.
You said that Andrew had grotesque views.
Oh, just like the I've heard him through a lot of his stuff. Like, really, basically, he doesn't believe in democracy a lot. Talking about
How's that a grotesque view?
how there's a long
Wait, how is
plan.
not believing that democracy is a great system a grotesque view?
Don't we
because
have a constitutional republic?
yeah, it's a constitutional republic. He said it's a horrible idea, and then
It was a
using
horrible idea.
Christian nationalism to
Yeah,
take
hang
down
on.
the
I don't
democracy.
care about any of that. I just care about one question.
Yeah.
Why is opposing democracy a grotesque idea?
When you're trying to replace it with
That's not my question.
opposing democracy.
So opposing democracy itself is not a grotesque idea?
Yeah, democracy is
I don't
not
think
good by
that is,
itself.
but when you're using power to take away people's rights and
Just-
not
that's just
let
mob
people
rule.
get married and yeah, taking
Wait,
dominance.
you talking about like,
And-
gay? You talking about gay marriage?
Yeah, it's okay to be a Christian leader, but
Wouldn't that be coherent for the Christian worldview, though?
What?
That gay people can't, from a Christian
the
point.
majority of Christians believe gay marriage should be legal.
That's not true.
I'll look it up.
And then look up what a nominal Christian is, too.
I know what a nominal Christian
What
is,
is it?
but the majority of people aren't nominal. You mean the people that go to church all the time? So, you own
So if you say the
Christianity.
majority of Christians, you're actually saying that nominal Christians,
Yeah,
the meaning
nominal.
people who don't practice their faith. But the ones who do
They-
practice their faith, what
Jesus
is,
never said you have to go to church.
yeah, I'm not interested in
doesn't
what
make
you
you-
think Jesus said.
doesn't make you
I'm
not a
interested in
Christian.
this. What is a nominal Christian?
Someone who has a nomination and goes to church regularly.
No, the opposite.
A nomination?
A nominal Christian.
Oh, someone that doesn't have. Can stop, dude, bro.
What? I'm looking.
Yeah, so
Yeah, can
so
y'all
when you're talking about people who are not nominal Christians, though, what do they say about gay marriage?
Some of them are for, some of them are against.
The overwhelming
The
majority.
majority of them are against.
Against.
But legally,
So
I
the
don't know
people
about
actually
that.
practice their faith from
But
in
if you
Christianity.
if you look at the statistics, 10% of people are a Christian nationalist. Out
Mm.
of the 32% or whatever that are conservatives, it's like 40% of them
Yeah, you
want
know,
to. It's only 40, literally less than half of them
You like
want
democracy? Do you like democracy?
In this current state, I think it needs some revision.
But you like it?
Yeah,
How come people weren't allowed to vote on whether or not gays should get married then?
they should be able to.
How could, well, they were in states until the Supreme Court ruled that they
I
couldn't.
know that.
But then how come in all the states, including,
should make an amendment
including
about that.
California, they ruled against it?
That was in 2014, and there was and they should revote it.
Yeah. So all the Christian nationalists is saying is the same thing,
Have a
that it
vote.
should be up to the states, not
Yeah, I
the
totally
feds,
agree with
to
that.
make
Should
a
be up to the
universal law
states,
on
for
marriage,
sure.
but states, and that the states should be allowed to vote it in or vote it out, because anytime it's left to the states, they say no.
Is that true?
Looking at the statistics, it seems
I didn't know
like
that last
you
part,
should
but
if
know.
I still
people
agree.
actually got the chance to vote, then they would
Then
vote
what would your
yes.
opposition to my plan be?
My opposition is like Project 2025.
What does that have to do with what I just said? My idea here is that you bring marriage back to the state, and that people within the state can vote whether or not LGBTQ people can or cannot get married. What would your opposition to that be?
My opposition would be that we should make a constitutional amendment and then do that. Like, yeah, the Supreme Court, if you don't like
A
how
constitutional amendment to do what?
if you don't like how the Supreme Court ruled, then you have to like amend
No, you don't
make an
need to
amendment
amend
to
it. That was an interpretation, and they can reinterpret it.
Well, then have them do that.
Yeah, that's the idea. That's what Christian nationalists are proposing.
But you also said that you want the church to decide, be responsible for marriage, and that you don't want
Yeah, that's a
anyone
really
else
good
to get
idea. It
marriage.
seems like a terrible idea to have the state responsible for marriage. They haven't done a bang-up job, have they?
I mean, there's issues, but I don't think the church, like, only allowing Christians to get married is the.
No? Well, who
I've
said
heard
that?
I've heard you in your interviews
if
talking
you-
about it.
If you wanted to go and sign a contract with the state, I don't see why you couldn't do that as a secularist.
You said that the church should, like, it shouldn't be, only the church should be responsible for marriage.
Yes, for,
and people
for
can,
Christians, and the state should have no say. Yes.
for only Christians.
Yes.
So everyone else can still
Yeah, I don't
their
give a
thing.
shit if secularists go and fucking go, oh, we're going to get married and divorced in 5. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
But I thought you said everyone else shouldn't
I
get
want
married.
Christian. I don't. If I was a secularist,
You
I
wouldn't
think
allow
conflate-
anyone else to get
I think
married.
you conflate many things. So let's walk the position through. Okay, Andrew's position. Secular marriage is fucking stupid. It's stupid. It's meaningless. It's not foundational. I have no idea why they do it. You would be better off just walking out in the street with some random guy and being like, "Hey, we're married," and he goes, "Yeah, I agree." That would be just as good. But if you wanted to,
I
if you
agree.
just demanded that the state come
that's
in,
a real solid system.
and intervene in your marriage and have contracts with you, fine. I don't fucking care. What I'm saying is that I think Christians should be able to exempt themselves from state control, and that should be governed by the church.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Duh.
I mean,
it's
that's
a completely
fair.
reason. The problem with you is like you don't even know my position.
No, I do know that position because I've literally
Then
watched
why
all
did
the
you
interviews.
just straw man it?
I'm not straw manning it. Like, you literally just said that you don't think anyone other than Christians should have the right to get married. You didn't say it about the state in that interview. No, you did not.
Listen. What I said was that marriage should go back to the church. I don't consider secular marriage valid. I don't even consider it valid.
Well, you realize that like
institution that will
80-something%
marry
of people consider themselves Christian?
Yeah, that's nice. Anybody, from my view, who will marry 2 men or marry 2 women or marry 3 people together, that's not a valid institution from my view anymore.
Well, I mean, that's your view, but
That's right. And I'm going to rule from my view. I'm going to advocate for the rule from my view, not from your. I don't fucking care about your view. Your view is dumb. So I'm not going to advocate that we rule from that
well,
view.
I mean,
Somebody in the comments says whatever drug she's on, send them my way. She does kind of seem like she's a little high, doesn't she? Like pilled out maybe
to
or something.
say is
Maybe I'm
that
tripping,
your
but-
view is highly unpopular, and yeah, none of that basically is
yeah,
gonna
that's what
happen.
leftists used to say about abortion, too. Your view is highly unpopular. But guess what? Times are
It's-
changing.
Well, yeah, times are changing. Trump, yeah, all of your little Trump supporters, the majority of the young people now against that. Project 2025, yes, they're implementing a lot of it, which is all Christian nationalist beliefs. But
Good.
when the whole Epstein thing happened, it kind of derailed all of that to a point.
By design.
What, their Project 2025
because
plan?
dumb twats are running around claiming that Trump is part of a pedo ring. Just made up, completely made up by leftists.
Yeah, I never said I said he was a pedo protector. Who's
Yeah,
also
whatever.
A
He's
predator.
not. You just made that up too. You have no
What are you
evidence of that
talking about?
either.
Literally,
I don't
the
even-
majority
look,
of all
we
people
already
in every
litigated
country,
it.
literally, even on the right, they know that he's covering shit
Yeah,
up.
whatever. No,
You're in the
listen.
small part of the population
tell you what,
that still thinks he
It
didn't
doesn't
have
matter.
anything to do with
I'm going to
covering it
end
up.
up being completely vindicated on it, like I am every other view I have.
I mean, we'll see about
We should
that.
take you seriously because, after all, your views are completely coherent.
Yeah, not being
When
able
you
to communicate.
reference things you don't know anything about.
I do. I don't have a great memory. Doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I have dyslexia. I haven't slept, and I've never been in a debate. And then y'all keep. Before I even answer, y'all say something else.
You've been in
and
multiple debates on whatever. I've watched them.
I've been on whatever.
Engaged in.
To be fair, it is super hard to memorize all that shit, but you gotta at least have some notes or something.
Multiple debates.
Yeah, and then y'all kept trying to shut me up before I got to the point.
Look, it's not my idea to have a 2v. I always do 1v1 debates.
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't want a 2v.
Always. I always do 1v1. But the thing is like, look, when Brian's going back and forth with you, I'm not saying anything. I've been sitting here quietly.
Well, I appreciate that, but yeah, I wanted to debate you. And then, yeah, every time I try to say something, then get to my point, then y'all say something to where I never get to my point. And then
Well, get
he
your-
says, well, move along, moving along.
Well, do you understand, though? Try to look at it from the opposition view. So I try to be real short and concise with the things that I say so that I can reiterate what it is that I'm saying so that other people can understand it the best way possible.
Well,
When
yeah.
somebody else is going like, and then it's all incoherent and it sounds like babble, of course people try to rein that in. I'm trying to be charitable, though.
Well, I appreciate that, but I'm never debated. My brain thinks differently, different ways than other people's brains, and I'm doing the best I can. And I knew that I would not win the debate. That's not my purpose of being here. My purpose is literally what I said in my beginning is follow the money, don't vote for the PACs. Literally all of that.
Why ask
Stop
for a
hating each
debate?
other.
Why ask for a debate if I don't understand.
I mean,
You reached
I
out
knew that I
wanting to
wouldn't
do a debate.
win a debate.
Well,
my
regardless of whether you
purpose
win it or not,
here,
why-
my purpose of being here is not to change Andrew's views, is to put out my point with a greater message that
That's fair.
for the truth of don't switch to being Dem or Republican if it's a corporate puppet versus someone who's not. Pick whoever's in the party that's not, and
Don't vote for the bad person.
We
don't
get it.
vote for
Got it. You also wrote, good job grifting off Candace and Charlie.
Yeah.
It's always a giant douche and a turd sandwich.
I mean, that was based off of him calling people murderers,
Just gotta
calling
choose, man.
Candace crazy, and then you reposting,
She is crazy. She's an idiot.
and then
Literally, she's
Literally,
objectively. She can't even pronounce the word she says. She's
pronounce
so
words.
fucking stupid.
literally, that doesn't mean that you're stupid. I have a condition that causes me to do that, and neurological issues that
Her
causes me.
neurological issue is that she's fucking stupid.
Well, literally, half the world believes more than the majority of people know what happened is the FBI is not really telling us exactly what's going on. She's proven a lot of lies that are going on.
Totally right. And when Charlie Kirk walked into rooms, the light flickered, and he went to an X-Men school, and he was a time traveler. I know.
I mean, this is all stuff that Charlie Kirk said, so is he crazy too?
Now, it's all stated out of context, always. And that's the most charitable. Why do you think Candace doesn't debate with anybody? She doesn't
She was
debate
on
with
the show.
anybody who will challenge these views because she
We've-
gets
we've
destroyed.
had-
And
She's on
Do you wanna-
Piers. She's on Piers Morgan all the time. Him calling her, yeah.
because she's debating with Pierce Morgan. Give me somebody like Steven Crowder. She was offered $30,000 to debate with Steven Crowder on these various issues. Nope, she's not going to do it. Right? She's not going to debate with any of these people.
But you're also not realizing
her
that there's like 6 other
Would you debate her?
podcasters.
I kind of missed it. They're talking about Candace Owens, right? Yeah. I'm seeing in the comments everybody saying Candace because it's like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Even I was a little skeptical at first when she was getting a little out in the weeds, But she's had receipts to back up everything she's saying. So, I mean, most of it. I know, like I said, the astral projection stuff's a little out there, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna speak on that too much because the internet's stupid. But yeah, man, you never know, dude. You never know, dude.
yeah.
All right,
Candace,
I'll see if I can.
Candace.
set
She's not
up-
gonna do it.
I'll
She
set
would
it up. I
lose.
got
In
it. I'll
fact,
try.
Candace.
tell her she can bring Ian Carroll both at the same
Candace.
time.
What about the other podcasters who are doing their own investigations?
Hold
Can
on.
they come on too?
Dude, I would love to see Candace and Ian Carroll versus Andrew. That would go crazy.
There's several other people who are also investigating,
That would
using
go
their
crazy.
platform with other people to find stuff
Investigating what?
out. What happened to Charlie Kirk?
Well, that's fine. I don't mind anybody investigating what happened
But
to Charlie Kirk.
They're
Do
backing.
you think
they're,
there's an inside job, or what do you?
yeah, at some point, I think our CEI has been doing shady
Do you
shit
think it
like
was
that.
Tyler who killed him?
He might have killed him, yeah, but I don't think he was the only
You
one
think there was-
involved.
okay. But I don't understand.
Do you think Erica Kirk's a PDF too?
There's some grooming text that came out, but I don't have any evidence that she's a PDF.
Even though the person who those texts were to literally said, and she's an adult, and has been for a long time. That wasn't grooming. You took it completely out of
Well, no,
hang on.
Candace
You
talked
took it
to her.
completely out of context. And what did she? And that's what she
She
said.
said at the time, like most people who've been groomed, she didn't see anything wrong with it. But as an adult, she looks back and was like, yeah, that's kind of weird.
That is not true. That is factually not. She literally said it was not grooming at all, that she had a great relationship with her and she helped her out. That's what she actually said. What a
Well,
crock
no
of
one's
shit.
no one's actually. Did you hear her say that or what?
Yeah. Not only
Where?
that, but
Where is it? She
where's
said it?
who's ever accused Erica Kirk? Where's a single victim? You see, this is my biggest problem with these people, right? Is like
The
they
texts
always
are there,
they
the
always
proof is
make all
there.
these and the victim says they weren't a victim.
Saying I want to touch your butt and like stuff about vagines and
The-
stuff like that.
The victim claims they weren't victimized.
She said at the time.
No,
didn't feel
she claims she
victimized.
wasn't victimized. So it's like that's the
mean,
craziest part is like
did you hear her come
one
out and
day,
say that?
You know what I would like one day? I would like one day for you people when you get involved in these fucking massive crazy ass tinfoil hat conspiracies, which by the way I love conspiracies and many are true. The problem is like our quality of conspiracy theorist has gone way down. I don't know why, but since the Art Bell days, it's just rapidly decreased.
mean,
I would
Candace
like for there to
has
actually
proven a
be
lot.
victims. Show me the victims. Where are they?
Of what?
Of
Which
Erica Kirk.
conspiracy?
Where's her victims?
I didn't say she was a pedophile. I never
A
claimed
groomer,
that.
though.
I mean, literally, if Brian was on that, if those texts were about Brian, everyone would be calling him a groomer too.
Except
Or you.
except the victim.
That's kind of how grooming works. I was
Oh,
groomed
right.
as well.
Even though they're adults.
I didn't see anything wrong with it as well when I stuff
That's
happened to me.
amazing because so now by this
Until
standard,
I would
Can
later
I ask
in
you a
life.
question really
nobody
quick,
can
really
ever
quick?
say they were victimized.
Like, can I ask you a question
or not
really
victimized.
quick? Let's say you have an uncle, and say, it's an older uncle, and you're like 13, and your uncle's like, you're very handsome, or says
That's not
to a
grooming.
woman, you're gonna grow up to be a beautiful lady or something. Whatever.
That's not-
Is that grooming?
No, but what's grooming is Erica saying,
And by
I
the
want
way,
to
I
be
don't-
inside your lady garden. I think that's
Okay,
grooming.
I don't know. I ain't gonna defend that.
You know
Look,
what
I don't
I'm
know
saying?
the
This is
details.
crazy. She
don't
said,
know
I
the
want to be
details.
inside your lady garden. And
don't
she
know the
also said she
details.
wanted to touch her butt and all kinds of stuff saying, oh, I haven't.
Okay, that shit might be a little weird now.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't know the details. I don't know the details.
What's the context if I want to be
I
inside
don't
your
know
lady
the
garden?
details. Wait,
Where's
here.
the context?
We got TT.
Bolsonaro donated $200. Question for the near genius lady.
Dude, I don't think I'm a
How do you
genius.
usually handle situations where there simply isn't enough data to make a logically sound decision, but you are still forced to act?
Wait, how do you usually handle it very simply? Like what? I need more context to that.
That's all you wrote. That's all there is.
There's literally no data for it and no context to anything.
I guess.
I mean, that's kind of broad. Like, have a vote from the people? I don't freaking know. And consult other people and
Make an educated guess.
see what they have to say about it, like in your staff or
Okay.
literally. I mean,
Okay. But I guess what was the thing about the grifting off Candace and Charlie thing?
it's because when I wanted to talk about Candace and all of what was happening. That was, and also it was the James Tallarico thing. It was when I saw that you had were reposting like Candace's interview. That took me off because he was calling her crazy. I was trying to talk to you about Candace and all this alternative.
Yeah, months ago I reposted. I posted.
It was right when he died, and the whole Candace thing. It was like a battle. It's like, I mean, I get that. Yeah, maybe posting Charlie's stuff to keep his legacy alive, but then when I saw that you were reposting Candace's stuff, I was like, dude, like you won't talk about Candace, but then you're reposting your
I've
shit.
had her on the show.
No, that's what I
I've
was
had
saying.
Candace on the show.
I was just saying I wanted to talk about that.
I don't have any beef with Candace.
No, I don't think you do.
I mean, I don't agree
Why?
with
I don't
her on
understand what she's
everything.
saying.
I don't
She's
agree
being
with her
very
on everything
confusing.
too, but my beef was
I was
that
grifting off.
that I wanted.
How do you define grifting? What is
Well, I
grift?
think posting Candace's stuff, but not being willing to talk about her after a murder and stuff. Like, I was mad that you were leaving me on, because I said, I want to debate, and you said about what? And I said, only if you're willing to talk about things that are deeper than dating. And you had me explain everything I want to talk about.
I wanted you to give prompts about what.
No, you
wanted
never
to-
said prompts. So I told you everything I want to talk about the corruption and everything. And then, and when you left me
corruption.
on red and then posted Candace's stuff, I'm like, dude, he doesn't want to talk about it, but then he's financially benefiting off of reposting this stuff.
She was on the show, and we posted the full version, the full portion of her appearance. But how do you define grifting?
I think the grift part was not wanting to talk about.
What define grifting?
Grifting is making money off something in a immoral way. Like,
Immoral. How? So is making money grifting in and of itself?
it can
So
be.
everybody's a grifter.
I mean,
What do you mean it
pretty
can
much. If you don't, I would say if you're like spreading lies to make money or only willing to
I
talk.
think-
Listen, let me finish this. When you're only talking about one perspective, but not willing to have people on who.
That wouldn't even be grifting, but
No, but the grift was that he was calling everyone murderous. I had an ulterior idea, and I was telling you, hey, watch all these other people who are showing evidence of this and this and this. I think something might be wrong with this case, and then when he has all these disagreements about Candace and the narrative. I want to talk about it. You leave me on red, but then you post Candace's stuff.
I posted her appearance.
Yeah.
We repost old content all the time, but
I get that, but it's literally the same time as all of this. Everyone's making money off Candace and Charlie. That
Okay,
was my issue with it.
I guess two things here, really quick. I think my
He
definition.
makes
of-
money off of me too. Is that grifting?
If somebody gets murdered and somebody else has an ulterior idea of what happened, and I'm trying to get that out, and then you're saying that
Then Candace would be a grifter.
to a point, everyone's
Look,
grifter,
as far
but
as Candace's stuff with like the assassination, and Andrew has I think
just
said this many
I
times.
think it was
Stop.
yeah, okay. Poor taste.
Stop.
Andrew has said this many times. I don't think that Candace has forwarded any compelling evidence as to like alternative explanations of the assassination. Perhaps there's coincidences, but in terms of what's the word you use? Is
That's
it
why it's an
affirmative
investigation.
Compelling.
evidence?
Compelling evidence.
That's
No,
why
you-
it's an
Oh,
investigation.
In that case, affirmative evidence.
where
Yes.
It's like, where's the actual evidence? Look, if it
Everything is
exists-
just skepticism.
Andrew,
She's
if-
proven
if-
like several
wait, hold
things
on.
that people are lying
Andrew,
about
would you
in
agree
TPS
if, like,
USA.
Andrew, would you agree if like some evidence did come forward, you'd be totally prepared to believe it?
In fact,
The
I
weapon
want to
alone,
believe
the
it.
story with the weapon alone doesn't make sense.
What
With
does
the
that mean?
30-06?
Who wants to
Yeah.
believe
Because
it?
there's no way a 30
Does he think that it did happen?
Oh boy.
That plus-
Are
So
you
you
talking
say?
about that Ian Carroll? No, it wasn't Ian.
It was
Carroll.
Ian Carroll.
Well, it was. He was saying how he was apparently a ballistics expert.
It's not just one, and the whole internet's talking about this. Yeah.
Yeah, but Andrew.
Except it
actually
happened
saw
with
your
Martin
video.
Luther King.
Huh?
I saw your video.
This
on
happened
Messenger.
before with the same type of weapon with another political leader who was and it did not penetrate all the way through. And the reason that you don't use cow bones and
that
things
what
like
really
this
happened?
is because or ballistic gel, you have to use a pig spine. And in order to simulate what happens with a human being. But this has happened before, especially if you're using soft point ammunition, and which makes sense if this is a hunting rifle. It's SP ammo, right? That there wouldn't be any penetration. The entrance wound was actually quite
never,
large.
The timing.
I've never heard that before. Is that true that it was the same exact situation with MLK? It was the same type of rifle. I've never heard that before.
What
of it,
about
though.
the
The
age
timing.
of the firearm too? Doesn't have that
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be
an
old
impact
school.
on the barrel or something.
It can have an impact on the twist
but then
rate,
if you add the time frame to what they said
Oh,
happened,
boy.
it doesn't make
No.
sense.
Listen, do you see
I do agree
what
with
I
that.
mean though? That's not affirmative evidence. What you need is affirmative evidence. What that
that's
means
why
is
it's an
this. That's what
investigation.
so here's the thing, right? It's just
I've seen it make this point before. It's like, just wait. Don't jump to conclusions until you have all the evidence, which I think totally makes sense. But I also think a little bit of speculation is like normal and human. And I think to anyone, it's pretty obvious that even like the basic speculative level of the evidence versus what they're presenting to us is not matching up. That's my opinion, anyways.
just always endless investigations. This was what happened. Here's why I'm so skeptical. I'll explain. Let me explain my reasoning.
Put us on game.
I
bro.
remember when the Steele dossier came out, and I heard Democrats in unison for 2 years say, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. We need more investigations, more investigations, more investigations.
I mean, he's got a point.
Things aren't adding up.
He's
and
got
where
a
there's
point.
smoke, there's fire, more. And it was all bullshit. The whole Russia collusion thing, total fucking bullshit. From the ground up, it was total bullshit. It was a complete hoax, and it was a con job. And at the time, I remember, and people forget, but I was around. I was doing political content at the time. You don't want the reasoning?
Oh, she's
I
just
do.
fidgeting.
I know all
Okay.
about this. I agree.
What
with
I'm saying to you is,
Sorry, I
is
haven't
that I
thought of that.
remember them for years doing this. And I remember a bunch of stupid ass right wingers falling for that psyop too. And coming in and saying, hey, Andrew, look, there are a lot of questions. You know, they are bringing up a lot of valid points. Hey, Andrew, you know, and it was all fucking a crock of shit.
Yeah,
And
I
the
get that.
Never Trumpers were all behind it too. Those are guys on our side. And it was all bullshit.
Yeah.
And so the thing is like now when I hear people and they have endless fucking questions but posit no affirmative evidence, I
There's a lot of
instantly
evidence.
stop. I instantly don't believe them. Instantly don't believe them until they give me affirmative evidence. All they do is endlessly call for investigations. I want more
a good point.
Candace
investigations.
has proven a
It's a good
shit
point.
ton of lies from TPS USA, and then there's a
I'm
ton
going to
of people
assume
who
that
actually.
they're all lies. That's not affirmative evidence of an alternative explanation to Kirk's murder. It's not. It's not.
That's why it's investigated. There's a lot of shady crap going on.
Yeah, more investigations.
Well, if,
No
if
evidence,
our
more
FBI is
investigations.
not being transparent, and if the story doesn't make sense, it forces the public to.
I do agree with that.
Go through the conspiracy route. Candace has
Facts.
been correct about like Epstein's connection, like things that before it was cool. She was telling everybody was
She
happening.
says that Brigitte Macron is a man. Brigitte Macron is a man based on
a book. It's based off of a book.
by a lunatic who has been proven to
I
be
never
a
heard you
lunatic
talk about that.
many,
Where
many
was it
times.
proven?
What
The
do you
court-
mean? This
the
guy has
court-
all sorts of mental issues, and in yes, also in court. And
mean,
not
that
only
wasn't
that,
proven.
not only that, you know what's missing from all that Brigitte Macron shit? A single piece of affirmative evidence. A single piece.
Yeah, I don't think that makes her crazy.
Zero evidence.
I don't think zero
evidence.
I don't think that makes her I think it's
Yeah, I know. We'll just
necessary
do endless
to.
Russia
I don't
collusion
think the
hoaxes.
contention
No,
is that she's
if we
crazy,
didn't
it's that
have-
there's no evidence.
I mean, I believe there is.
Yeah, I don't
evidence.
think she's
So,
crazy. I think she. Listen,
just-
I genuinely don't think there are people who are crazies online. I genuinely don't think Candace Owens is crazy. I told my wife this. We were arguing about it, and I was like, "She's not crazy. She's just fucking stupid." But people can't fathom that. They're like, "No, it can't be possible because she's popular. This and that, blah blah blah." But think about this. Think about the incongruence here. Why are all these men listening to a fucking woman to begin with? That's insane. And the second thing
She wrote
is,
a book about
the second
feminism. So.
the second thing is she was a former Democrat operative.
That's also
she was a
very
former
true.
Democrat.
Operative?
Yeah. She was an operative.
That's totally true.
She was
She
suing
flipped,
based
for
on
sure.
racial issues. She had a doxing website that was left wing based. The whole shift
didn't
to
know
the
about the
right.
doxing
You're all
thing.
propaganda.
The whole shift to the right is recent, and it's like, no, look, she's an
not that
opportunist. She's an opportunist, and the most important part is just this. And Fuentes got this right with Ian Carroll too, right? Ian Carroll's probably go back to delivering fucking pizzas. Okay, these people are just not smart. I don't know what else to say. They're not smart people.
I think Candace Owens is
I
pretty
just moving
smart.
on, but on the grifting thing,
really just about the Candace thing.
Well, then the Charlie.
I wanna see them debate.
Yeah, because I had reposted some stuff around that time. I do want to point out, I think I would frame it as counter narrative. So people on your side, the left,
My side. I mean,
I'd say
the
you're
right.
left. Okay.
Oh,
well,
sorry. It's not my side.
Okay. Regardless of people on the left, Democrats, liberals, progressives, whatever, instead of just simply recognizing the tragedy for what it was, almost immediately, the other side, within hours, started clipping him out of context to try to paint him as a racist, sexist, misogynist, transphobic, etc., in an effort to diminish or lessen the impact of his assassination.
I agree with that.
So,
and I had
seeing this, and also being like, like completely shocked by what happened. We'd had him on the podcast 2 times. And by the way, when Charlie came on, he was a saint.
He was nice
very
to everybody.
Very sweet.
He
But people wanted to clip him and paint him as this monster. And I was like, well, if they're going to clip him, I want to push out like some counter narrative, like here he is being really nice to these women when they're accusing him of being this monster, this sexist. He hated women. He was a misogynist.
I remember back in the days, like when I first started watching Alex Jones a little bit and just checking out, like, what does this guy have to say? And I remember thinking InfoWars seemed just like dramatic, It's like InfoWars. It's like, bro, it's not a war. It's like, maybe he was more right than we realized,
And so I was like,
turn on the friggin' frogs, Gary.
All the nice things, like how pleasant he was to the other women panelists on the show when he came out, while the other side wanted to paint him in a negative light, which I thought, look, you can disagree with Charlie, but it did seem a little despicable. It did seem like an effort to try to diminish the impact of what happened, and you had people rejoicing, people who were happy. Completely disgusting.
Remember all those
that
invasions?
was messed up, dude. Like, I had to unfriend people who were like laughing me, like,
that
being
shit was
sad
crazy.
about Charlie Kirk. I didn't like Charlie Kirk, but I cried several times because it was all fucked
I
up.
have a question for you, though. I have a question.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of research on me, on Andrew. I did a little digging of my own, not really digging. I mean, on your Instagram, you include a link to a website.
Oh, that's my grandfather. He was one of the original metaphysical authors before it was cool.
But
he's
really
not
quick-
alive anymore, so I don't want anyone talking shit about my grandfather.
I'm not really going to talk shit, but
Yeah.
You accuse me of grifting. I suspect you accuse Andrew of grifting. Me personally, I think grifting would be doing something for profit, for example, saying something that you don't believe in.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So,
Yeah.
like, if you're LARPing as like a conservative because you feel as though this will be my pathway to making money, so I'm going to espouse a conservative viewpoint, even if you don't believe it. That's what I would consider grifting. If you happen to be conservative and you make money by doing it, but you genuinely believe that in which you are espousing, that wouldn't be grifting.
No, I said my only grift was
but
the Candace
I'm
part
curious
is what I
about
said.
You, because you have a decently large following on Instagram, 20,000 followers on Instagram. And I looked at the website, your grandfather, and it's interesting you accuse me of being a grifter.
I've never made any money off of that. What are you talking about? I'm
Well, you
keeping my
sell
legacy
you
alive.
promote his books.
I promote the website. I don't make money off that. It's not
Well,
my
I
money.
mean,
That's
the
my family
estate-
legacy.
Well, the estate, I assume you said he passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. But the estate makes
estate-
money, like your parents generate
like
revenue?
$1,000 a month. What?
Okay, which would I assume
That's a
would
shit
pass
ton.
down to you. But I mean,
I'm trying to keep my
research-
family legacy alive.
Well, my research into that, your grandfather had a heavy focus on ESP, psychic abilities,
Yeah.
mind over matter claims.
I mean, look at the CIA.
which is
There's
about
actually proof of that shit
pseudoscience.
work. I mean, if you look at the CIA, they had programs like that too, like
But
Project.
his claims of
what is
like
it called? Project Looking Glass?
telekinesis.
Project.
That's one of them.
He had telepathic.
There's the CIA used that program.
Yeah,
and
in
he
order-
talked about that CIA program in his book.
But he sells books. Okay, but here's so okay. In his books, it's influencing reality with thoughts, developing ESP, extrasensory perception, healing the body through visualization, telepathic communications.
Why are we
These
talking
claims
about
are
like
not supported by mainstream science.
he graduated from
claimed-
MIT.
By the way, he
like-
claimed that you could develop telepathy, clairvoyance, remote viewing, precognition.
I mean, there's a lot of the CIA did. The CIA had these programs.
Hold
I'm
on.
not gonna lie. If you can do that shit, sign me up, boss. Let's go.
Here's where it gets a little iffy on the grift. By the way,
I
there's
said I don't wanna
there's
talk about
no
my-
reproducible scientific evidence that humans can develop psychic powers. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, look at the
but
CIA.
He claimed
The
that
CIA
through,
doesn't make that claim.
he claimed through visualization that you could cure physical diseases, speed tissue regeneration, fix chronic
Yeah.
conditions, eliminate pain immediately.
Dude, I don't want you to talk
Act-
shit about my
I'm not
grandfather.
talking shit. I'm literally, it's facts.
What does this have to do with me?
Act as also claiming act as a potent substitute for medical treatment.
Pretty funny how defensive you get when people attack
You
your
revealed,
family.
hold on.
Dude,
He wrote the book
it's my grandfather's dead, and you're.
Psychotronic Power.
Yeah, it's a great book.
Okay.
It's very popular.
I've heard of that.
So-
That's crazy. I've heard of that
Great
shit.
book.
Also,
Go
he
check
That's a
it
big
out
one
on-
among the
communicate with
hippies.
inner psychic entities. Now,
Dude, if
No, but
y'all are
if the claim
religious,
is-
you
Shout out
believe
my
in
hippies.
shit like that too.
But hold
Like,
on. If
what's
the
so
claim
crazy about
is-
it?
If the claim is like if he was pushing people away from, for example, if somebody had cancer and he was pushing
He
people
never did
away
that.
from.
Which I mean, if you read the Bible and
But it
stuff
seems
too,
a bit grifty
no.
that you're
If you
promoting
read the Bible,
pseudoscience.
it says fasting and praying, especially long periods, can
Fasting absolutely can. I don't want to say cure because I'm not a doctor. I don't want to get YouTube scrubbed, but it can definitely help improve your health. There's no doubt about that.
heal you. He literally, a lot of the stuff that's in the
Autophagy
Bible,
alone.
he was saying too,
Did he
that
claim-
God can heal you. You know that
Did he claim that visualization can cure physical diseases?
it's about your mindset.
Can cure cancer? Did he claim that?
I mean, I don't know if he claimed that it will cure cancer. As a chronically ill person, when I was really negative in my life, didn't know what was going wrong with me, the sicker I got because I was so worried and like, oh, poor me,
Okay,
poor
stress.
everything.
Yeah.
I got this really negative place to where like I legit lost the ability to walk and stuff. And it took me finding the light again, you could say God or whatever, to where my chronic illness like got better, like 3 times better. And that's not doing his technique. It's literally not being depressed and stressed and like, yeah, stress actually kills. There's proof that stress will age you.
Sure.
Stress will cause.
Sure.
It's literally that.
But I think there is a mind-body connection insofar as, yeah, like let's say you have
You,
an
the healer.
illness.
Yeah, it does help. It
Right.
does
So
help.
like if you're super stressed out versus like doing meditation, relaxation exercises, that can have well, it wouldn't cure cancer, I think.
I don't think
but,
it would cure cancer either.
But I just find it interesting. There's a lot of accusations of grifting, but you're promoting your grandfather's work.
What do you mean?
which
I don't
is-
make any money off of it, so it's not
I
a
feel like they're
grift.
getting.
If you
I feel
are-
like they're getting a little bogged down into the weeds over here. Seems like just I don't know. Brian and Andrew, like I feel like they make a lot of good arguments, but sometimes it just be getting a little nitpicky. It's like, all right,
promoting his work.
well, who
which,
am I to say? They got a bunch of people
eventually
dropping
It's like
super chats,
three-
so obviously it's making money. So who am I to say?
a month, by the way.
It's
like
a little
eventually-
gets a little tedious though.
If I financially funnel down to you,
the 3 views per month from my Instagram is a grift. Okay.
if I made less money, would I still be grifting?
No, you would just
According to
be
you.
shit posting on the internet.
Okay, all right. I guess I don't know. That's all I had on that.
I mean, yeah, like you can literally see how many views my page gets, even though I have all those followers. There's basically
Wouldn't that be irrelevant, though, because
Basically
you
0
wanted to get-
views.
but you
My
wanted-
dad asked me to put the link in, and I did because I love my grandparents. I love my grandfather, and I don't want his legacy to die. It's not about money. I don't make money. My family barely makes money. It's about loving my.
Yeah, but you want them to make money off of it, and you want it to get viewed, right?
Yeah, because
So let's assume for a second
because
it
it's
was
it's a
wildly-
legacy, right? You
Yeah,
don't want
so
a
let's
legacy to
assume for a
die.
second it was wildly viewed and it was wildly bought. Is it a grift then?
I guess it could be. I mean, my thing is using someone else's misfortune or of a situation to make money. Is, like you saying Candace is crazy, everybody's grifters. And then me trying to be like, dude, this isn't cool. Then you reposting Candace's stuff without, it was the Candace, it's not the Charlie part. It's like, because Candace is popular in the moment, and you not only reposted.
Well, I think if you're going to levy accusations of grifting,
I just
in
thought
my
that video
direction,
post was a grift.
I think if you're going to levy accusations of grifting towards our direction,
People throw around words too much. They don't even know what they mean. I feel like we all do that shit, but we need to work on that as a species. You can't just throw around words when you have no idea what the fuck they mean.
Make
I
no
think
money,
it's fair to
dude.
examine.
Yeah, but you want it to.
Well, even let's assume you didn't. Even,
could all be free. I'd still-
hold on.
I'd still
My
have it on my page.
You know what? Even if we put grifting aside, my objection to the content that you're promoting, let's assume you don't make any money whatsoever, although it would eventually, I suppose, trickle down through the estate. I could just find it objectionable that you are promoting content that could be deemed as pseudoscientific. Telepathy, you can cure cancer, or you can cure illnesses.
You can make them better, and there's
You can't just cure cancer through positive vibes, bro. Positive
fasting
thinking.
and
It
other
can-
ways. Yeah,
There's a video I've seen of some like Qigong documentary where they're all praying over a dude, and they have the guy with an X-ray machine on him, and they literally show his tumor shrinking. I know that sounds crazy, but I've seen that video. I wonder if that's legit or not. We'll have to go dig that video up sometime.
I don't think he claimed like
Well, I
don't
don't
go
know
to the
the speci-
doctor.
I don't know
You didn't
specific-
read the books, did you?
No, I don't know the specific claims, but I did look into it.
And the Bible
And-
says fasting and all of that does
But
heal.
You're not
Jesus can
absent
heal
Christ.
too.
Absent Christ, it does the opposite, according to
Yeah.
the Bible.
I mean, yeah, my grandfather believed in Christ too.
But I think delaying, like starting chemotherapy, for example.
Oh, he would never condone that.
Okay, well, I don't know the exact positions. I'm saying if that was the case,
Yeah, that'd be
if
fucked
he
up.
was like, no, read my book about visualization and meditation, and that will
They should go to jail if they did that.
That will cure your ailments. Well,
That would be fucked. They should go to jail.
so I don't know, but I'm asking you if that was the case.
No, that was not the case.
Okay. But he
mean-
does have some pretty,
Yeah,
out there
he's
pseudoscientific
wacky,
claims.
Yeah, he's wacky. Okay, he's also very smart
and you're
and
promoting
ahead of his
the
time.
books on your Instagram.
I put a link in there because my dad asked me to. There's literally 0 up to 3 clicks per month. Like, I don't know if that's a grift. Is that a grift? If 0, mostly
Even if
0.
you don't make money, I would still object to somebody promoting pseudoscientific content. But
Okay.
anyways, whatever. That's.
Whatever. Like, that's my grandfather. Like, that's
I
my
think it's only
grandfather.
fair.
That's my family.
I think it's only fair if you've basically been interrogating us on our positions that we
That's cool.
investigate.
That's
a little
cool.
bit
Oh, that's
what
cool.
you're-
Now you know. I didn't believe in everything my grandfather said, but
on ESP, telekinesis. Anyways, whatever.
Can you move the pencil with your mind?
no.
Well, then what sort of telekinesis is this?
And couldn't you like control?
Dude, who did
I
I even
wish.
say that I believe in everything he said? No. And yeah, I
All
don't
right,
want to
well.
keep talking about my grandfather. Like,
Okay, then we'll move it on.
that's my
You
family.
did say
You don't want people
you
doing that to
wrote-
your
But
family
But it was
either.
funny earlier when you said somebody brought it up. You said it's fine because it's just a fact. Well, this is just
What
a
facts?
fact. These just facts.
What facts? What do you mean?
He's just reading you facts.
Well,
Why are you so
it's-
defensive when
I'm
it's
not
just
being-
facts?
I'm not being
It's so
defensive.
weird.
It's
Why are you
not
so
a grift
defensive
if I
when it's
don't
just
make money.
facts,
It
right?
can't be a grift if I don't make money. is
It's
all I'm
fine. So
saying.
it's just facts. We're just stating facts.
facts of what?
Yeah, well, what do you mean? Remember earlier? She was just stating facts. I had no reason to ever question. It was just facts, right?
all those incel men who are DMing you definitely bought like all the books from your grandfather. They're
Just stating facts.
They're gonna learn the telepathy so they can seduce you.
Hey,
All
he
those
actually has
incels.
books on how to do that with the opposite sex.
Mind control books, like
Yeah, which
yeah.
I believe is wrong.
Well,
But
but- yeah, yeah, isn't-
man,
Aren't the
go,
books
go
kind
read
of-
the books.
So you don't believe in the content.
No,
But
I
you
believe it's
promote it
possible to do
anyway.
that. It's my grandfather. People are manipulating people in
If your
all kinds
grandfather
of
was
ways.
Hitler,
My grandfather's
I guess it's well, hold on.
That might be a little far.
Bit of a stretch.
literally a book about. It's literally about charisma and shit. Like,
If your grandfather was Epstein,
okay,
hold on. I'm going to maintain the integrity of this island.
I don't think you should manipulate people. Sorry, dude. Shut up. I'm dyslexic. Okay, can
Not
you
you.
stop?
I was laughing at his
Oh.
joke. That was just funny. I'm going to maintain
Does
the
he have
integrity.
did he have children, Epstein?
I don't
Did he have
think.
children?
I don't think he did actually.
Ghislaine,
That
how do you
you
say
know
her
of.
name? Ghislaine? Ghislaine?
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine?
Actually, I actually don't know. I don't
She
think
couldn't help
he
herself.
did,
She had to
though.
laugh at that.
Jack can correct me if I'm wrong on that.
She was kind of, anyways, whatever.
He had a brother.
You wrote something very mean about Andrew. You said that
What did I say?
almost.
I don't even remember.
You said
Oh,
that
did
you
I say
think
he's
Andrew-
oh, I remember what I said.
What did you say?
I said he's a cuck.
Oh, there we go.
Oh boy.
Well, and my perspective of that is that you're a smart person, and I think that you're sticking to a viewpoint. You're a very smart person, and I think you're sticking to.
How many? Well, let's start with
I
this.
think that
What's
you
your- what
shouldn't be defending Trump as much as you
Yeah,
do.
Wait, why does that make him a cuck though?
Yeah.
That you're like,
He's a cuck for Trump?
Have you ever noticed that women, when they don't like something that a man has to say, they'll often go straight to the sexuality thing, like, oh, you have a tiny penis, or oh, you're probably an incel, or oh, you're a cuck. You ever notice that? You ever notice that? They say we evolved from chimps, man, but we're still chimps, man.
yeah.
What?
That cuck is a very broad term used these days. Maybe
Am I a
his
cuck?
bish. No, I don't think so.
For Trump?
I think if you
What the
no, I don't. I think that you're like, oh, that is kind
I
of.
think you're a cuck for James Tallarico.
I definitely am.
What did
I
you
definitely
say
am.
your body count was again?
I didn't say, and I've yeah, I don't date. I
I
don't.
think she needs to get laid, to be honest.
I don't want to.
I
just,
think it's been a while, Andrew. She might be she could be the
What do
Like
you,
more-
I
more than-
wouldn't
more than-
mine's getting laid.
More than 20?
No.
More than 15?
No. I gave the range 10 to 20. And the last, like 8 years, there's been 3 people or something. 3 people.
3 people.
Yeah. So.
Okay, well, you called him a cuck, and then you said.
Oh,
you
I was
have-
just meaning for Trump.
You said you have a huge issue with me platforming Andrew the way I do.
It's just the way he speaks to
Why?
people, really.
Andrew almost overwhelmingly matches energy.
Well,
Almost all the time.
Literally,
Andrew will be polite.
he matched
but
the
then-
energy of the other people when I was on the show. The way y'all usually y'all don't get to that energy till later on.
Like, remember when the girl who had the lisp?
Oh,
He didn't mock her lisp first. She was being antagonistic towards me. And like the good friend that Andrew is, he defended me
That's true.
by insulting her. Hey, but she had it coming, okay? She was very mean.
Priscilla?
And by the way, she assaulted. Didn't she
Priscilla?
assault you, Andrew?
She did.
She
Move the
assaulted,
chair.
physically assaulted.
Hang on, I've been
Andrew.
assaulted
Hey, I did not
multiple
defend her,
times
actually.
on
I am
this show.
so-
I've been assaulted multiple times on this show, by the way, by crazy ass women.
I don't know what it is about the Whatever podcast, Andrew, that it seems like you go everywhere else, things are mostly fine.
Well, y'all
But
took
it's-
that
you come
energy
the
out on
Whatever
me
pod-
as-
There's always something crazy going on.
It's
Yeah,
because
y'all took that chaotic energy and
it's
like,
because I drive
went at
women
that
fucking
to
crazy.
me.
That's it. I drive them crazy, and they can't help it. They just lose their fucking minds.
Yeah, you took that energy of what she did and brought it directly to me.
I went back and watched the episode that I was on with you.
You were very nice. It's actually him who. Was
so
kind
how
of a
come I'm
dickhead.
getting the grief?
I wrote that before that episode, actually.
This is what they do, Andrew. On the internet, over message, they have all the smoke. Then when confronted,
You did laugh at me a few
when
times.
confronted in person, they completely backpedal. They completely
No, it's literally
backpedal.
the way you speak to people, and you talk about morals and Christianity. Like, my issue is the delivery, not the message.
the tone.
The tone.
The tone.
Yeah,
Tone
tone policing. It's not
police.
the
It
tone;
is
it's actually the
tone policing.
words.
The
Which
tone
words?
police.
Talking about like dick sucking and all kinds of crazy shit you've said. I don't. do
Look,
really,
it's a dating
I don't really wanna
podcast.
quote,
Sometimes these topics.
quote all of it, but yeah, basically calling them all evil and shit like that.
I don't call them
Calling
all
them
evil.
Not all of them, but
I
look,
call evil people evil. Who you know what it is
no
too.
one's purely evil.
I agree. Well,
the
maybe there
majority
are
of people,
some people
like
who are
some
purely evil, but
psychopaths
the
or
thing
something.
is like usually the only time that I'll go after a person hard is when they're advocating for an evil ideology, meaning they double down on the ideology. So we're in an argument and they're promoting evil fucking ideologies, and yeah, I'll go pretty hard at them.
Sorry,
Okay.
I get that, but again, I can't remember exact moments, but sometimes I feel like as strong as you go, it kind of promotes other men speaking to women that way, and you see
Good.
that through the chat.
I wish more
comments.
men would speak to women in a more firm way. I wish that they
Firm
would.
or
I wish that they'd be like, "Stop being a stupid fucking
repulsive.
bitch." I actually do. I wish that more men would look at women and say, "Stop being a stupid fucking bitch." I do. I wish that. And you know who else wishes that? Women.
True.
Oh.
Women often tell me,
These
you
are
know
true
what?
facts.
I wish more men would tell women to stop being stupid fucking bitches too. I do. That's what I hear all the time.
Sometimes
I
you
bet
gotta
you're
hear that
one of
shit,
them.
man.
Don't you
Right.
wish more men would tell stupid bitches when they're being stupid bitches to stop being a stupid bitch?
I wouldn't use those words, but sure.
Are you gonna drink?
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Sorry.
Vindication.
See my brain.
Vindication.
Put it back down.
Yes, I do think. Now,
I
not
was
every
drinking
woman.
the wrong cup. Sorry, I do have one.
Not every woman's a stupid bitch. Most women aren't stupid bitches. But there are some
Or
women
not? Yeah.
who act like stupid bitches, and I wish more men would tell them to stop being a stupid bitch. Yes.
Can men be stupid bitches?
Well,
Yeah.
we call them the F slur. Stupid F slur.
F or what? S? What'd you say?
We're not
Simp?
gonna
Oh,
just
Yeah, we
repeat
can't
this.
say it.
We won't
sorry,
repeat
sorry.
it. But
They get called way worse than a bitch. We call them the F slur. That's what we reserve for when men are being out. But the thing is like for some reason, there's like even when women are being the most horrible fucking people on planet Earth, you have to still treat them with kid gloves. I'm like, fuck that. Tell them stop being a stupid
It's
bitch.
the tone, like
Yeah, exactly.
With
It's
the
the tone.
No, with the Charlie thing, you said, "Well, I'm better than you," and stuff like that.
okay.
No, I asked her a question. I said, is the reason that you're attacking me this way when I didn't do that to you because I'm better than you? The point that I was making is don't try to posture from a position of moral superiority when it is actually the case that I have superior morals.
See, I mean, that sounds like you think you're superior to me.
What?
I mean, to me,
My
it seems
moral
like you
positions
believe-
are superior to Charlie's. 100%. Not even close. You know how I know that? Because she doesn't have moral positions. She's a moral anti-realist. So I have to have my moral positions almost definitionally are superior because she's an anti. She doesn't believe that there's
just
moral
secular.
facts.
Like that's more
Not
like being
Charlie
secular.
Kirk for the viewers. We're talking
Yeah.
about Chuck.
Charlie.
Oh, yeah,
Chuck.
Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck.
That girl, that lady.
Yeah.
Okay, you said
That
that,
lady.
the majority of political violence has been on the
She's annoying.
right.
Chuck's annoying.
Not with like riots, but actually murder. Like, yeah.
So if you exclude the primary category in which, well, I don't
What do
even
you
know if
mean?
that,
Like,
even if you exclude,
protesting is
You mean rioting?
yeah. I mean, I think murdering people and like kicking cars and stuff are different levels. Destroying a building versus murdering people, I think there's a different level of violence there. I just didn't like that you said the left is murderers, and like I was mad, like
Murderous.
murderous, whatever.
They are
Kind of
murderous.
true though.
Yeah,
kinda
a few
true.
of them might be.
No,
but-
no, no, not a few. Collectively, they are. They want to murder babies en masse. Murder them. Anything?
I mean, I don't condone abortions, but
So then
I
and who
don't
does?
believe if you can't force something into a lady's body, you shouldn't be able to force something out.
So
if
who
you look
does?
at the Jewish, at the Bible, it was just a fine if you accidentally killed a baby during a fight. It's just a fine. But if
Well, I'm glad I'm not Jewish, but,
but
anyway,
but Christian, I mean, your religion.
that's
based
not
off
the
of
question. The question is who collectively right now wants to collectivize the ability to murder babies? Is it the left or the right?
that. The majority of all.
Answer my
people-
question.
I mean, the left, but the majority
the
of all
left.
people want some sort of abortion rights. Like the way it's
No, they
in
don't.
Texas is, they might have changed things. A lot of people were dying, and I don't think a
No, they
child
weren't.
should be forced to have a baby. So
They
I-
weren't. Not a lot. Almost none. But in fact, almost none. The vast, overwhelming majority of abortions are not due to the health of the mother. That's insanity. And even if we granted,
that.
even if we granted the
should
exception,
be up to the doctors.
but
people
even
were
if we
dying.
granted the exception for if it's the case that there was incest, SA, or direct health
I would
ramifications
say
to the mom,
if you're a minor, I would add minor.
fine. I'll even add that as an exception, right? The vast majority of abortions will not be that. And so the thing is like, don't tell me the left isn't murderous when you just got done telling me
I'm
that,
talking
hang
about
on, stop.
politically.
Can I finish my point?
Yes.
When they collectivize to murder children, and by your own admission, how's that not murderous?
I said political violence, like literally killing political opponents. I didn't talk about abortion.
I said murderous because that's murder, and they have murderous intent because they're collectivizing to murder babies.
So that when you after Charlie Kirk's death, you're talking about abortions, not us literally trying to murder.
No, I'm
you.
talking about the mindset of the murderous left. They're murderous.
That's
It's a
crazy.
murderous mindset. They
So
don't.
half of the population is murderous.
No, first of all, that's not half the population. But if you're talking about inside of the United States, if you're on the left and you support that, then you have murderous intent. Yes,
That's your opinion.
that's your opinion too.
And I don't condone abortion. I don't.
Is it
I would
murder?
never have a. It depends. It's a loss of life. It depends on how old the baby is. I would stop it like at 20 weeks or less.
Well,
or
they
something.
don't want to do that either.
Wasn't that what was in?
No, they want to have it clear up.
Yeah, that's gross.
They want to, and again,
That's gross. I
but
would never
collectively,
condone-
that's what they want, and they want it
No,
enshrined.
You're wrong. I literally watch both sides.
All right,
The
yeah,
majority
I know
of
you
people.
both sides it.
No, but I watch all of the content. You're just saying something that, from what I'm seeing, doesn't really exist.
Do you agree from my view?
I
that-
agree
that
that
I
it's
believe
murder.
that abortion's murder.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
great.
see
So then-
nothing wrong with that.
So then it's completely consistent for me to say that leftists collectively have
Well,
murderous
in the
intent.
context of it, you didn't really say babies. You're just
You didn't
talking
really
about
ask.
us being
You
violent.
didn't ask.
I wasn't on the podcast with you.
That's right.
I watched all the reactions
When
of it,
I
though.
say that-
And Destiny was being a piece of shit, too. I don't condone that either.
I don't give a fuck about that guy.
Well, I'm talking about Piers Morgan.
But what I'm saying to
That-
you-
when you were on Piers Morgan, that's why I was like, okay, he's kind of like you're stirring up what could be more political violence with this sort of speech. Is what my
you mean the
problem
guy who
was.
said no political violence versus Destiny who said there could be?
You call us all murderous, and he was fucked up too. Like
No, he
everyone-
was just the one who was
he's
fucked
disgusting.
up. I disavowed
When you
political
call-
violence across the board.
You didn't say, oh, because of babies. You just literally called them murderous. And so, of course, the right's
they
going to
do have murderous intent. They do.
to kill
They
everybody.
believe that they're living in Nazi Germany under Orange Hitler. Yes, they have murderous intent. Besides just abortion, they
Do you
have
think
murderous intent.
after somebody gets murdered in our entire administration themselves, or trying to like using messaging instead of calm it down, be peaceful, to stir up more violence? Is that
Oh yeah, they're calming it down. Remember how they tried to shoot Trump in the face?
wasn't that?
Boy, it's real calm when Destiny came out
I
and
mean-
said the guy who died there during that assassination
was like
attempt.
a-
well, he had it coming.
Do you know the info?
Hang on,
about
stop,
that dude,
bro.
though?
Can I finish my point?
Previous Trump supporter.
All right, whatever. I'll tell you what. You talk. I'm just going to sit here
I'm just saying.
because there's not even a conversation anymore.
I'm
Honestly,
sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
I don't even care about it. It's not
Okay,
to
cool.
me.
We
It's
can
not
be
even,
done then.
It's not even that important.
I think we're close to the end, but
Yeah.
really quick, abortion. Are you fine with abortion at any point?
No, that's fucked up.
Like
I
nine?
said 20 weeks or less.
20 weeks. I missed that part. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we could do different topic. I mean, there's basically. Oh, you did say that you think Andrew himself is paid for.
Oh, I didn't say that. I said I was questioning.
Well, you said, yeah, you did say makes me wonder. if
Makes me
Andrew
wonder.
Himself
I was looking at the
is paid
Christian
for.
nationalist movement and all of
Are you
the.
paid for, Andrew?
I don't think you're paid for. That was more of like a
Who's paying you?
I
Andrew?
don't think you're paid for.
It's the Jews.
I was talking because when you see like
They're paying me. No, I'm
No, when you
completely.
see
I'm
the-
completely-
Did you get your 7,000?
So here's I'll
no,
I'll
I'm saying when you
I'll
see the
disclose
Christian
every,
national. I was talking about Christian national.
Hang on, I'll
government.
disclose every amount of income that I get right now,
Rachel's books.
just to make sure that everybody.
No, I don't.
Nope,
I said,
nope.
huh.
paid for
I'll
by his
disclose.
wife.
I
I'll,
never said he was paid for.
do you want the
Rachel
explanation?
Has paid
Sure.
for him.
Good. You have to stop talking though, or I can't give it to you. So the thing is I'll disclose every amount of sources of income that I make. I make some money from a contract with Rumble. Most of my money comes from my audience and direct super chats. Some money comes from my wife's books, which I take and then spend on guns. Some of my revenue comes in from Debate University.
Oh, I was.
So all of
and
my
paid
all of
for.
my revenue, as far as I know,
my point with that.
hang on, shh.
Okay.
All of my revenue, as far as I know, comes in from me. So I bought and paid
Congrats,
for
that's
myself.
awesome. Yeah, my point was about. I was talking about Christian nationalism and the money supply and all the people in the government who like are lying to our faces and. Yeah, supposedly Christian. And I was talking about how Texas turned red and like the oil companies and how the church is involved in
He's
all of that.
bought and paid for by.
I never
Christian
said he
nationalists?
was. I was talking about the Christian
you were
nationalist
wondering.
movement. Yeah, no.
I would take money from a Christian nationalist movement if they aligned with my
I
views.
never said he was. I was.
No, I'm telling you, I would take money from a Christian nationalist movement that aligned with my views.
Phase, like researching how like the movement started, and I was like, huh, makes me wonder. ... It wasn't literally me accusing him of that.
That's fair. I understand. I get
Yeah.
that. But now you know.
Yeah, I'm.
But I would if there was like a real movement
Sponsors.
that aligned with my
Hit 'em up.
views, I would take all of their fucking money. I am the king of the grift. It's true.
Yeah. I mean, I just said makes you wonder. It wasn't about literally. I think you're paid for.
Yeah, I don't like taking money from you know why? Like I would stay away
Try to
from.
censor you.
What's that? Yeah, they try to control what I say.
Sorry, I'm hurting.
They try to control what you say. They try to control what you do. So, I've always been very adamant about funding through the fan base because
Great.
that way we can do and say whatever the fuck we want. And I've not ever taken a major contract with another organization, even though many have been offered.
Grassroots, hell yeah. That's what I came here to talk about.
All right.
So me and my fans can argue with each other. We can yell at each other like we will over the Epstein stuff. Guarantee it. We'll be arguing like crazy. People will be sending in super chats. We'll be screaming at each other. But at the end of the day, we're all trying to move in the right direction.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the MAGA Civil War. It's been fun to watch y'all fight with each other.
I'm sure it has. Fucking disinformation, leftist scum.
What do you mean? I watch more right wing than I do left.
I know, but you've been
It's
enjoying
crazy.
that MAGA Civil War, haven't you?
I mean, don't people watch
so you
what's
sound more like an
entertaining?
agent of chaos. I thought Brian was the division guy here, and yet here you are. You
What do you
love
mean? I'm
watching the
here-
chaos.
I'm literally
of
here telling
division.
people to stop.
Divisive.
You're
I'm
telling
literally
them to
here telling
stop
people
while
to
you're
stop.
enjoying that MAGA
very
Civil War.
I'm enjoying watching them come to the conclusion that, hey, we're all fucking idiots.
That's not what's
And
going
let's
on.
stop the hate.
Most of it's leftist. In fact, a lot of this stuff online, a lot of these supposed MAGA accounts and shit, it's like Rick23849728 fucking 41 and Rick2289741288 who go on and they're like, I voted for Trump and now I regret the vote. And it's like,
No.
whatever, dude, who made your account 3 weeks ago?
I'm literally talking about people, like major podcasts, fighting each other.
Word.
I'm not talking about probably fake
Just
profiles
talking
and
about
shit.
there's a few influencers who are going back and
And then
forth.
people
That's
are like
true.
trying to cancel other people, and it seems kind of woke of them. And it's been
Who's trying to
been kinda
cancel
crazy.
people?
Ben Shapiro,
Well, no, the old
and then
guard,
other people getting mad at putting
the
Nick
Daily Wire has been
Fuentes.
hated for
Dude,
years.
and then people trying to Nick Fuentes. and shit.
It's not. There's no L. It's not Fluentes.
Fuentes, whatever. Fuentes, Nick Fuentes.
Fuentes.
Yeah, Fuentes.
Fuentes.
Fluentes.
We're pretty much at the tail end here. Let me just read the prompts. And if you guys want to bite on them, I think we
I'm
kind of
freaking tired.
I gotta go
y'all.
too, Brian.
I'm freaking
We got a
tired.
debate
Yeah?
tomorrow. Yeah. Let's
Okay.
get to the super chats.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys want to? We'll do some super chats then, and unless you.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
tired.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. We'll do. I guess we'll call it a roast session. I'm gonna lower the TTS to $69. If you guys want to get any messages here at the tail end, but yeah, guys, that was an interesting little debate.
Thanks for doing it, by the way.
Thank you too.
And I understand that you're disadvantaged when you're
My speech, my brain.
no, not because
What? Or because I've never debated?
no.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
when
let
I
me
was,
fin-
when I
I'll
was
let you
early
finish.
on in debates, I would go up against 4 or 5 people. That's not the disadvantage, but it's because in an environment like this, where it's like it's 2 people against you, and a lot of your worldviews, I tried to be very charitable and kind of back off on a lot of the stuff, right? Have our engagements and then move it over, right? But generally speaking, on this show and on most shows, I prefer 1v1. So does Brian, by the way.
Yeah, I
The
didn't
reason
know.
this happened today is because specifically it was stated that you wanted.
No, I didn't.
You.
In the past, but I made it
did.
clear I want to debate Andrew.
Well.
And I asked what was going to be discussed and blah, blah, blah. You literally,
Why did you think that would be a good idea?
what, debating you?
Yeah, is it just for clout?
No. Have you seen my social media? I don't even post shit.
Then what's the point?
Because I literally have a message to, I don't give a fuck who you vote for. Just
So you just
check
wanted
where
to
the money's
hijack
coming
the platform for your message?
What do you mean? I'm
just want-
trying to bring
yeah.
people together and make them realize to look
You're trying to
farther
bring
back.
people together while you enjoy the
Culture
MAGA
wars are
Civil
not.
War?
Culture wars are not destroying democracy. Literally, we need to take care of the corruption before we get to the culture wars. It's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's
That's
just
literally
like-
my message.
Just so you know, though, you know what it sounds like
What?
on the other end? It just sounds like leftist talking points. Just
Really?
over and
I mean,
over
the
and over
right
again.
is talking about all the corruption and shit too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we see corruption in a very different way than you do. We see you as the corruption. We see the left
No,
as the
literally,
corruption.
They're uncovering all the government corruption. Literally, no one's talking about the left. They're talking about like the CIA and all of these laws that
Mm-hmm.
have corrupted the government. What's crazy is like most of the right wing that are talking about this. It's yeah, the left isn't even really brought up a lot anymore.
You'll see.
I'll see what.
Midterms are coming.
Oh shit! Yeah, we will see.
And you'll see what happens when a lot of the curtain comes down and people realize that a lot of this was disinformation, which was perpetuated by left-wing NGOs. I guarantee you it's going to be the Steele dossier, and where there's smoke, there's fire oh. 2.0.
So all the right wing people talking about it, they're part of that.
I don't even think it's like I don't even agree with you about all these right wing people. All you mentioned was Candace Owens and
Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan's
Tim-
not right wing.
No, he's independent, but
Yeah, Tim Pool's a
he-
Trump. Trump supporter.
Piers is talking about all that shit
Let's
too.
see,
and
Tim Pool's a Trump
half the
supporter.
people- he's not anymore.
Yes, he is.
There's
Yes, he is. Tim Pool is still a Trump
not
supporter.
Tim Pool. I was talking about Tim. What's the other to do with the glasses? Not Tim Pool.
The guy with the glasses?
The comedian, gay, right wing sunglasses, really funny.
Milo?
Tim.
Gay, right wing.
What's his last name?
Well, I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Must be a really influential right winger.
I mean, I watch him. I don't remember everyone's.
Tim
freaking-
Dillon?
Yeah.
He wears glasses?
Oh,
I
just
guess the
sunglasses and stuff.
The gay comedian. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, he's
Tim
funny.
Dillon.
Who else do I watch?
Tim Dillon.
Yeah, I like Piers because they bring a lot of people to debate. But they're talking about the corruption too. Everywhere I go, they're not denying that there's fucked up shit happening.
Yeah, but that's not that hasn't been in question in 2
And
decades.
they've all said they've
question is not
renounced their
whether or not
support.
there's
They're
government-
renouncing their support.
Who? Tim Dillon and Candace Owens? Who? Tim Pool's not denouncing his support. Most right wingers who are in mainstream,
Tim did not Tim Pool, the other Tim.
most right
lot of
wingers
the
in
people-
positions of authority or influence are not backing away on supporting Trump. I don't know where you got that idea, but that is just factually not the case. It's just not the case. So
I don't know about
yeah.
that.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, considering the polls and where the podcast directions have gone, it doesn't seem like pretty much any of them like
Because
him
Trump has a
anymore.
low approval rating. He's had one before. And the
Yeah.
thing is, it's funny, is like Obama had a very low approval rating at sections of his presidency as well.
But-
When you have manufactured scandal, that's what happens.
Sorry, it hurt. I think that the Epstein who thing really made the difference between this term and last term, and
Oh,
the
I agree
evidence.
with that. Not
I think
evidence,
that,
but
well, I mean, it is. There's proof that he's lying about his relationship with Epstein, not just and people in the documents itself. I think that's enough evidence for a lot of people
It's just
to.
plain bullshit.
How
It's
is it
not
bullshit?
because first of all, Trump was the one who put the finger on Epstein. He was the one who was he banned him from
Have
Mar-a-Lago.
you ever heard of people? That's not true that he
Yes,
banned
it
him.
is
He
true.
never belonged to Mar-a-Lago, and he hung out with
He
Epstein.
banned him and publicly shit on the guy. And on top of that, all the
hurt.
releasing of these documents happening under his administration.
After being forced by a law.
Wait, didn't it come
He was
out?
putting it out before there was a law.
Fake shit that was already out to
Oh
try to
no,
deceive
there was more that came out. And by the way, it was Trump who put
Who
his
signed the
finger,
law?
who was pointing out that Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein were scum. Oh
Oh shit! Are you recording me?
no,
Oh, I just heard my voice.
The stream
Oh.
yeah, the
started
screen came through
on
from
his
my
phone.
Yeah, I heard y'all.
All right, I'll let some chats come through unless did you guys want to continue?
But by the
on
way,
that?
why the fuck would it matter if I was recording you?
Oh, I just was confused. It was just weird. I was confused.
Like, why would it matter? You're like being recorded by
And there's security
multiple.
cameras. There's security
It's just
cameras.
weird.
There's the stream.
But anyway,
Don't
Yeah,
care. I just
he's
thought it was weird.
audio recording from his phone in his pocket.
I don't know, dude. I'm freaking.
I wouldn't
tired.
want there to not be a record. Or
I don't give a fuck. I'm tired.
You're
Y'all, I'm
surreptitiously
tired.
recording.
Yeah.
I didn't. Did I even say any of that? Like, why would I think he's doing that
Nothing.
when
It's
it's
just
live?
a joke. Calm down. Calm down.
I'm just tired, and yeah, I'm tired, and I want to go home.
I know.
I
you're
think you need to
tired.
get laid, to be honest. I feel like you're a little wound
Well,
up. I'm just saying. I don't know. She's calling us incels and stuff.
didn't
and I
call
feel
you
like
an incel,
she
did
needs-
I?
Maybe she's the incel. Are you an incel? Has it been a while?
I reject
Has it
a lot
been?
of
Do
people.
one of my garbage spewing viewers?
No, I love men, and I'm considering dating. I've just
What's
moved to
going-
a new
do you
place,
wanna
and
tell us
I'm chronically
how you
ill.
doing? How you been?
Great.
You struggling on the dating?
No,
with the
I
dating?
just haven't because I'm trying to focus on making friends in a new
You're
city.
in Texas.
Yeah, I moved cities and I'm starting over, and I don't think it's cool to date if you have no friends, because then you need to have your own life as well. So I didn't want to date until I start settling in.
I don't know if this is
basically.
toxic, but I think it's kind of preferable if a woman doesn't
For
have
you?
friends. For me, I
Yeah.
think that's preferable.
Yeah.
It's better, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Especially if her friends are single.
yeah, I
And
just.
it's like, oh, no, we're going to lose her. We got to talk shit about Brian so she doesn't, disappear. I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah,
we'll let-
basically, I just wanted to establish myself.
We'll let the chats come through. We got to wrap up here.
Yeah, we got to get in and out.
All right.
The
still
Fabio
open?
donated $69. Education and preparation are everything. You only harm your position with ignorance. Brian sees truth. Andrew sees bullshit. Critical thinking should be mandatory.
I have critical thinking. I've just never debated, and it's a lot of pressure to try to remember stuff when you're like anxious and haven't slept and
Why did you want
never
to do a
done this.
debate?
Because I told you I have a bigger message. I knew I was going to not win the debate.
So
Literally.
you just wanted to co-opt the platform.
Yeah, to give your message.
No, I'm trying to bring people together. Like, hey, I don't give a fuck if you're left or right. Just
an
let's
empty platitude.
let's vote out.
Together right now.
Yeah, I just want people to wake up to all the like
Imagine
corporate puppets in our government and work together.
Corporate.
Living.
Our politicians are the corporate
Division donated
puppets.
$69.
Thank you, 40 Vision.
What are y'all's view on the SAVE Act? Disenfranchising certain groups of people? I'm all for it, BTW.
I'm cool with the Saves Act if they don't like put it out really right before election, because I think that could be like trying to get people not to vote. If they gave people time to get the necessary documents, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Oh, yeah, it's real tough to get an ID.
I mean, we have an ID. You need to have further documents, like proving that you're a citizen, like birth certificate, and it has to match up with the name on your ID, which, like, for married
You
women.
don't. No, the SAVE Act isn't saying you have to have a birth certificate and take
It
it
has to
with
have
you to
the-
the poll. No,
Then what does it say?
no.
An
First of all,
ID?
you have to present your birth certificate to get a state ID.
So then, what's the Save Act? Like, you just have to bring your ID. to the
Yes, you
polling
actually
place?
have to have an ID to vote. Yes.
Well, in Texas, you already do. I mean, can we look up the Save Act?
Yeah,
I'm
look
pretty
it
sure
up.
I had more details than that.
While she's looking it up, guys, tomorrow Andrew will be doing another debate. We're aiming to go live at about 3:30 p.m. Pacific. That's going to be fantastic. 1v1 debate, so my mug will not be here. It'll
be over there.
It'll be over there off camera
Moderating.
for most of it. So be sure to tune in. That's 3:30 p.m. tomorrow. And guys, just can you pull up Twitch, Nathan? Nathan, pull up the Twitch window. Guys, if you're watching on Twitch here at the tail end, if you enjoyed the stream, just drop us a follow. Check if you have an Amazon Prime sub available. Let me just shout you guys out. Molly, thank you for the Prime. Guys, just check if you have a Prime sub available. See if you can drop one. Anthetic, thank you. Chief, thank you. Thank you, everybody else. There's some that came in earlier that we can't read off, but thank you guys for the support over there on Twitch. Drop us a follow on the Prime sub. We have this coming through.
Cats91 donated $100.
Thank you.
Andrew, do
Cats.
you compete in IDPA or USER, or do you just shoot at garbage?
That's me. What do you mean, just shoot at garbage? Yes, I have been to a couple of IDPA tournaments, pistol tournaments. So, yeah. But as far as like professionally competing, no.
All right.
I would like to though. I'd like, especially USPA, the leagues. I would like to do that, but I'd have to get in with one where I'm at.
Chaw XD donated $69.
Thank you, Chaw.
The non-falsifiable arguments that build from conclusion and seek to tailor
Yep.
evidence to the conclusion are so baffling. But you'll notice they only ever do it in one direction. Weird how that works.
Isn't it though? Well, for instance, I can give you unfalsifiable. I could make the same claim. I could say, here's an unfalsifiable claim. Right this second, there's a nefarious group of people who are behind the scenes, who are funding a disinformation campaign designed specifically to hurt President Trump. No, I can't prove it, but I can give you a bunch of circumstantial evidence for it, including bots and various things like this on X, right? But nobody wants to do that. They instead want to work from the idea of guilt first and then try to circumvent facts and put facts in a position which backs up their hypothesis rather than work their way through the facts themselves.
Well, I mean, I see that in some instances on both sides, but I think
Both sides.
the evidence on the Epstein thing, I mean, it's kind of pointing to that he's covering up for pedos.
You mean
But there is
no
propaganda
evidence?
on both sides.
There is no evidence
There
that he's
is
covering up for
evidence.
pedos. That's just completely made up.
Oh my God. The
You can, oh my
evidence-
God, May, but you didn't provide any.
Yeah, I did. The Epstein files, him saying there's no co-conspirators.
What in the Epstein files?
The conspirator, sorry.
What in
You know
the
I'm
Epstein
trying to say.
files even demonstrates that there was any PDF, anything? What?
The list of people that they're hiding, and the emails
That's not-
talking
that's
about
See
9-year-olds,
what I
about
mean? Like, that's not evidence of that, though. It's not. And this is what he's talking about.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
He's saying that you retroactively fit the
Then
facts.
release the freaking files. It's so stupid.
That I agree with. I wish that they would release them all
If he's
unredacted.
innocent, then come on, redact the victim's name, release them, so we can all move on with our lives, and he can prove himself
Yeah,
to
and
be
then
the
they'll all get
innocent person.
released. And guess what'll
Put
happen?
investigations on
They'll
the
be like, we
people.
still think that there needs to be additional investigations
There's-
till after the midterms when we're in charge, and then drop all of it.
There should be investigations on every person who's mentioned that hasn't been.
The Epstein files are all. It doesn't even matter. I'm not going to relitigate it.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk. Yeah, I mean,
It's
most
just
people-
absence of evidence
most
equals
people
guilt.
agree with me.
Donated $69.
Thank you, Contra-
She was a
Contraband.
good sport. That stupid bunny's smile.
Oh, the TTS changed the B word from one B word to bunny. Do you want to?
Oh, I wasn't. Sorry, my hand. I'm hurting really bad. Sorry, I'm just getting tired. Something about bunnies,
He said you were a good sport.
and then something about
Yeah,
bunnies.
I'd say you're a pretty good sport for the most part. But one thing that frustrates me, Andrew, and I don't know if you've encountered this. Remember we're going to schedule you with this guy who sent us a video.
You should
about-
play that video. That pissed me off.
A lot of the times, people will send us messages, and they'll come on really strong in the messages. Oh, you're a piece of shit. I disagree with you.
Well, that guy
here's all the
didn't do that, to be
No,
fair.
that guy didn't do that.
Yeah.
But it is frustrating when somebody's like, what you're saying is wrong. I disagree with you. X, Y, Z, here are my points. And then you get them in person, and they're like, milk toast. And part of me is like, maybe that could actually, maybe they had to change their mind or whatever. The other thing is I think
It's just hijacking
No.
platforms.
they're just,
Their platform.
What? No. What goes on is you're here to talk about your points. You generalize what you're saying, and then you go on the show to elaborate on that. I don't see what the difference is on that.
but you came so strong in the messages. You're a cancer on society. You're a grifter.
No, yeah.
You're creating a divide.
This whole divide
I
is a
hope you
cancer on
lose.
society. It's not
Yeah,
just
but-
you.
But I feel like you didn't back it up. You kind of backpedaled a little bit.
What do you? Yeah,
You
okay.
backpedaled a little bit on some of these
it's not good for
points.
society. Like none of this is.
The Whatever Podcast and Andrew Wilson are fantastic for society. We're the best for society, the best. And even if we are divisive, we're the best at division. The best, we're the most divisive, the best of bigly divisive. Okay, I don't know, I'm just talking shit, but Andrew just went out for a smoke break. He'll be right back, and then we'll wrap up the show.
Like, yeah, I mean, I think there's bigger things that are going on that without each other having a truce, like there's going to be no changes coming.
Like an alien.
Just a temporary
The only time there'll be a
truce.
truce
Temporary
is if there's an
truce.
alien invasion. That's the only time that
They
shit
can
will
come
happen.
save me. I would love that.
That's the only time we'll all work together. But then if
I think we should
aliens
literally.
do
We don't.
invade,
I'm not telling anyone
we're
to change
probably
parties, but just
if
agree,
aliens do invade, we're probably fucked.
or
Their
maybe they'll.
technology
Maybe
to be able to do interstellar traveling that
Yeah.
way too advanced, we're fucked.
Well, maybe they'll see how dumb we
Independence
are
Day,
and be
Will
like,
Smith.
"Hey, they'd stop the wars. They'd stop the wars because
alien ship and blow it up.
if you don't stop being dumb, I'll just nuke the whole planet, and then there are our
Movies
government."
were definitely better back then, though, in the 90s.
Yeah, I would hope that they're friendly and see that we're about to kill each other, and then intervene and be like, "Hey, stop the bullshit," or I'm just
I
gonna
think
blow
people
up the
would
the
try
whole.
to like hook up with the aliens, though. To be honest,
Probably. Yeah, it would happen.
Even in that movie, Independence Day,
Yeah.
they were all, yes, welcome aliens, and
For
then
sure.
they get fucking.
I mean, people are going to be banging
Destroyed.
robots pretty soon, too. So let's
think
add aliens to that.
That would be a good solution for you, though, because I mean,
I'm not saying I
you're,
won't.
you're
I
getting-
want a baby, okay?
you're
So
getting
I'm
up-
probably going to have to
you're-
bang
You
somebody.
want a baby?
Yeah, I have my eggs frozen and I'm getting more
Oh,
frozen.
well, you're 38, right?
Yeah.
But the
Okay,
eggs are
everyone,
frozen.
don't rush getting married. Get eggs frozen, okay?
Your eggs are frozen.
Yeah, in July I'm getting more frozen. So
I feel like you're a lot. It's going to take a very special man.
Dude, I'm on a debate. I'm very
to
chill.
deal.
Do you think I talk about
Really?
politics? I literally sit around and I write music. I'm chill. I literally have never been in an argumentative relationship in my life with a dude. It's never been like that. I'm on a debate, you know?
I think you henpeck. You probably
What do you mean?
henpeck your partners.
No, dude.
You peck at them.
I've only been in like chill shit. If something
Have you
wasn't
ever
chill, I
had an
got out of it.
abortion? Have you had an abortion?
No, it's actually why
Hmm.
my last relationship ended is because I told him
He got an abortion?
no. I was having like health issues. That was like when I got chronically ill or whatever. And at that time, I was having really strong pains, and I had to stop my birth control. So I told him like, "Hey, if you don't want me to get knocked up, like use a condom because I
Yeah.
can't take this medication."
Oh,
and then
and
I told him I don't want abortion. We've been together 4 years, so like if you want to take your chances by not wrapping it up, then like I don't care what you say because it's my health is like at risk right now until I go to the doctor. This is your choice: is condoms or like take your chances. And then
Oh my God, who the hell
you asked.
cares?
And then when I wouldn't take a Plan B, he never talked to me again.
How long were you dating him?
4 years. You see what I mean? I'm like, dude, like what the fuck? He was like, I need
Was
money
it
for
on
private.
again, off again, or?
In the end, I broke up with him a lot because he wouldn't even move in with me. And
Yeah, he was just using you for sex.
exactly. I mean,
4 years? Ooh,
Like-
that stings.
I know,
Ooh,
right?
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh,
He's like, it's not the right time. It's not the right time. I need money for private schools and all of this stuff. I'm like, dude,
All right.
let's just get
My
married.
wife just uses me for sex too. It's fucking
That sounds awesome.
sucks. She thinks I'm a fucking object
Does your wife objectify you, Andrew?
all the time. I'm serious. She
Rachel?
does.
We're gonna have a talk.
Acts
Rachel.
like I'm a fucking. It's just.
I need
Tired.
that.
You know what bothers me, Andrew? You know what grinds my gears, Andrew? Is sometimes as a guy, you just want to cuddle. You just
Yeah,
wanna
you just want to.
cuddle.
You just
You
want to
just
That's what
talk.
I miss. That's what I
And
miss
these
the
women,
most,
we're
actually.
just like pieces of meat
Yeah,
to
it's
these
fucking
women.
ridiculous.
We're just like pieces of meat. And it's like sometimes you just want to talk, and I feel objectified. I feel used, and it's really upsetting. It upsets me a lot. You
Aw.
women, all you guys think about is one thing, and it's disgusting.
It's fucking disgusting.
Disgusting.
Preach,
All you
preach.
think about is one thing. I guess this is probably going to be our final chat here. Well, this was fun, like watching someone try to teach a turtle a magic trick. I feel your frustration, Andrew. Not one step back.
Now one step back.
Thank you,
man.
Ryan, for the super chat. You're a legend, sir. All right, well, here we're going to wrap this up. Guys, if you enjoyed the stream, like the video. Also, Debate University, guys, debateuniversity.com. You want to learn how to become a master debater like Andrew Wilson, you got to check out his course, debateuniversity.com. Be sure to check it out. Video tutorials, video instructions, et cetera, et cetera. Reminder, we have a debate tomorrow with the great Andrew Wilson, 3:30 p.m. live here on the whatever podcast.
With Not So Erudite.
With Not So
Yay.
Erudite. Years in the making. They squared up on a dating talk panel. That was back in, I think it was 2024, or maybe it was even 2023. So that's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big one. So be sure to tune in 3:30 p.m.
It's going to be a big
Around.
L for erudite.
So tune into that, and then we have Andrew also here for the dating talk this Sunday. That's 5 p.m. Pacific.
That should be fun. I haven't done one of those in a long
one.
time.
Those are more chill, you know. I
Yeah.
think that'll be a chill one, and that'll be a good one. That'll be a good one. No, she will not. I tried to on this past Sunday. We had this OF Virgin Christian. It's fucking bull. They're liars. But she would have been. really good. I said on the show, I was like, I wish I had Andrew on this episode. I was like, and then I was like, why didn't I just call? Can I just call you, Andrew? Just call you, be like,
I don't go live Sunday because you're on. I've done that.
I should have called you.
Remember,
on
I've done
Sunday.
that for I don't know how long. There has been a couple times where I've had to go live because I had something
You
scheduled.
had some debates. Yeah.
But then I raid over. But I don't go live on Sunday specifically because I don't want to split, to like split off any of Brian's audience. So
Yeah.
I know that there's some overlap there.
Well, it's much appreciated, and
Thank you.
but yeah, that would have been good, but to get that girl on because she was wild. Anyways, by the way, actually, those of you who watched that episode, apparently I've received some communications that she's claiming she's a certain way, but heard from some ex-boyfriends. So it was all a grift. It was all a lie. She's a liar. Anyways, let me just double check here, make sure we're all good. Debate 3:30 tomorrow, Saturday. That's a break day. Sunday, dating talk podcast. Andrew Wilson here for a couple days. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the debate. Thank you guys who sent in some messages. DebateUniversity.com. Check it out. Like the video.
Can I try the Crucible sign off with whatever? Hang on.
What's
Just wanna
that?
try.
What's
From all of us here at Whatever Podcast to all of you out there in whatever podcast land, have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Oh,
All right, well, there you have it. That was one of our first lives watching another live, and it was a little bit tedious, I'm not going to lie. That was not my favorite content, but it's always good to hear somebody debate just to practice and get a little bit of their worldview and all that kind of good stuff. So appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.